Shalom. I would like to first start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect pushing this word in truth and sincerity. To the confusion of face that are waking up, and to the few sisters that listen and learn. Alright, my name is Yasharallah, Great Millstone, Chicago, and this is a scripture of the day. So I'm gonna do not a response video, but I just want to land back off the elder of the Great Millstone Chicago camp, Elder Malcolm. He's exposing this false Hamite theory. And you could come on his channel and watch the video because he gets more into depth about it. But it's in the lines of Esau saying that they were the Egyptians. The Egyptians were Caucasians, so-called white people, brown Caucasians. All right, and he gives you the full breakdown. But I just wanted to point out something I came across because or stand up last Saturday, and the Elder Uriah, another head of GMS Chicago, he said something about the Ten Commandments movie. How if you were to look in the background of the movie, because Esau likes to depict in his movies his like the artwork and the architecture, he likes to nail it down to a T. So if you look in the back of some of the backgrounds in the movie, you see the Egyptians looking like so-called Negroes, But this Hamite theory will tell you that that the Africans are brown-skinned Edomites. All right, so I'm gonna read this is Psalms 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Right? So the so-called white man, Esau, the Edomites, who are the red people, all right? The scripture said they were red, Esau came out red. All right. So the scripture here says that they're gonna make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. Basically, they're gonna rat themselves out, So, really, Esau's exposing himself. And one of the brothers in my camp, he did a great video, and it basically goes into to expose. Or he made a comment, Salakia. He made a comment saying, "Hey, expose Esau at anything possible. Basically, expose, expose, expose. We got to expose Esau for the devil that he is, the liar that he is." All right, so let's go to the Ten Commandments movie. All right, so this is what they will have you to believe: Moses was a so-called white man. Pharaoh is a so-called white man, Edomite. When they were men of color, they were dark men. Okay, but this is one of Esau's lies, and within his lie, within the movie, his own tongue falls upon himself. All right, so I'm gonna find a picture. Well, let's just look at how he has Moses. I'm guessing this is Aaron down here. And then the Egyptians, they're all Edomites, so-called white people. All right. But that's not the case. Moses wasn't a white man. Like how you'll have the actor who played him. He didn't have colored eyes, and he was red, you know. Um Yahweh told Moses to put his hand in his bosom. When he plucked it out, it was leprous, it was white as snow. Okay? And when he put his hand back in, it became like his other flesh. So he was a man of color. He wasn't a so-called Edomite, a red man. Or Salaki, he wasn't a Edomite, a so-called white man, you know? All right, but I'm gonna get to the point where hold on, let me look at this one. Because in some of these hieroglyphs, he exposes himself. But there's one that I found that just gives it away. And I'm just gonna get it so I can zoom in on it. All right, this is a scene out the movie. Now, this is supposed to be the Israelites. Oh shit, Salakia. This is supposed to be the Israelites down here, leaving Egypt. You know, Moses passed as a Egyptian when Pharaoh, I believe it was Pharaoh's daughter, she took him in. You know, she took him in, and he lived in Pharaoh's house as one of them. So let's see what the Egyptians look like. If you zoom in, oh wait, Salakia. Let me make this smaller. So if you zoom in, it shows you what the Egyptians look like. Right here, you got a Egyptian. I'm guessing it's either a pharaoh or a soldier on a chariot. Okay, and look at his skin color. He'll be a so-called black man, a so-called Negro. But that's what the real Egyptians look like. And then on the other side, you have another Egyptian, which is more than likely a soldier. All right, in the chariot, and he's dark skinned as well. There isn't an Edomite who is brown skinned like this, whose forefather goes back to Esau. Well, I mean, there's possibility because there's a confusion of face and there's tears, but in the time though, the Edomites weren't living in this land. All right, they weren't. It was the Hamites, the Africans. You know, and Esau is trying to say that this is him, that he's these he's these people because he's trying to run away from who he really is. He doesn't want to be Esau. All right, and this is how he makes his own tongue fall upon himself. Here it is. You got a movie that's supposed to be in Egypt. Israelites. I believe it's Amos 9 and 7. He said he's liking the Israelites to like the Ethiopians. He's comparing them to like the Ethiopians. Ethiopians are basically sons of Ham. All right, they're not the same people. The Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary tells you that Ham is the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. All right, so you got Esau here saying that he's the Israelites. Here goes the multitude leaving, all Edomites, all right? And he's the Egyptians, but here it is in the background. You got the Egyptians looking like Negroes, black men, dark-skinned men, who you'll call a black man today. All right? But Esau is saying that this is him. All right, that this was him. With this Hamitic theory, his Hamite theory. All right, and this is how his own tongue is falling upon himself in his own movie. He's the Edomites, he's the Israelites, but here it is. You got a perfect example of these hieroglyphs or paintings in the background of the Egyptians being black men. This is Psalm 64 and 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Right, and all them that see these Edomites are going to flee away because they're exposed. They're exposed to be the devil that they are. When somebody's a bullshitter, you don't fuck with them. You just tell them to beat it. All right, and that's what's happening to the so-called white man. He's being exposed, and any opportunity for anyone to expose him, even his own people expose him, is just that much more exposure to use for edification. All right. So any little thing you could find, we need to expose this devil for who he really is. All right. And this is just a crumb. This right here is just a crumb out of so much more he could be exposed out of. If you you know, if you have a cookie jar with 3 cookies in it, but you find only 2 cookies in it, but you see Esau there with one crumb on his lip. You use that one crumb to expose him, and this right here is a crumb, and Lord willing, it's edifying to help further expose this devil for who he really is. You're not the Hamites, you're not the Egyptians, you're not the Canaanites, you're not the Cushites, Ethiopians, so forth and so on, with your Hamitic theory. And the theory is just an idea. It's just a guesstimation. A close guess of being accurate. It's a thought. It's not true. So with your whole Hamitic theory in and of itself is already flawed. All right. Whoever was meant to be edified, hope your word. Till next time, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Till next time, Shalom.